Baby's on Fire, Great White. It's a CVT guitar lesson for Kevin. Kevin B, what's up, brother? And dude, this song, 7 pages of tabs, killer song. It's just been a long time since I heard it. I'll take my time on this, but pay close attention to fingering. You can alter those, of course, and the strumming. There's some wah stuff in here, and a lot of parts, dude. A lot of parts. Now you wanted me to stop. There's a chunk at the end that we weren't doing, but pay close. I know you got a good ear because I've talked to you enough. But on how long to hold the rest and the beats, because I'm not super familiarized with how long the rests are. You know, and you've had plenty CVT lessons where I use the line for letting you know there's a rest, but there's so many beats in here. So pull up the song from Great White with the master Mark Kendall. He's a great player. And Mark, if you're watching this, thank you, man, for sharing my lesson of one of your songs on your Facebook, man. I really appreciate that. You seem like a super cool dude, man, and much respect. I think you're a great player too. So let's jump in. All right. So I played a part that came up later in the song. The tuning on this is standard. My wah is going to cooperate here. It should. Hold on here. My cord keeps getting caught in it. Get over there. So in the beginning, you know, you got the drum beat kicking in and stuff, but the first thing you'll come across here is string muting. Basically the last 4, but mutes are mutes. So if you hit 5 strings, 3 strings, it's fine. Just don't do 1 or 2. But you're gonna, you know, just put your 4 fingers across the string softly. Don't push too hard. And you're just gonna go. You're gonna do a triplet, down, up, down. Use that wah pedal like a gas pedal, right? All right, and then it stops. It comes in again, and it does 4 of them, down, up, down, up. And then 12 seconds in, 10G, 11B, and what you want to do here is you're gonna bend the 10G a whole step, so that's 2 frets. Keep the pinky on 11B. Have your volume off. It's an old Eddie Van Halen trick, at least that's who I first saw do it, but you're going to hit them both. Actually, no, you don't bend till after. You're going to hit them, bend. Boy, that was a mess. It's my Sustainiac. So, as you're bending, you're going to turn the volume up. Boy, why is it doing that? And then once you get up to that whole step, you'll whammy down. Okay? And the wah-wah pedal comes in again. Just some more muting. And a lot of times, not always, but it's done on string mutes. You know, but it can be. So I think I've got to shorten this wah. I may have to unplug it. Then more wah, down, up, down, up, down. Now that final down is going to be the 8th fret on the G, and you're going to slide, descending on it. So, okay. And then 22 seconds in, and Mark's just kind of, you know, playing through some little pentatonic riffs here. 5G, pull off to 3, 5D, and then back to 3G, slow exaggerated bend as you reach the whole step, and then you go to 5G vibrato. Here it is slow. And you know what, dude? I gotta unplug the wah. It's gonna be choppy through your whole lesson if I don't unplug it. Okay, might even be my cord. So that's that part. So for vibratos, what you want to do is just shake the string. And you sent me a video of you playing, so I think you already understand those. I use my thumb as the anchor usually. Alright. And major technical difficulties here. Let's switch chords. All this time I thought it was my wah pedal. I think it was my chord. Alright, we're good to go. From there, 8th fret D and G, just bar that, slide it, and karate chop over here just to deaden it. So from the 22 we got, then next part, this is cool. 12D, we're gonna pick, slide to 14, and then pick the 13B. Now that's a hold, Kevin, so you're gonna wanna go, so you hear 2 notes there. Once you get there, take that whole shape, slide it a whole step flat. That means 2 frets, you go back to 12 and 11. So it's cool. 32 seconds in, 10th fret on the G, pull off to 8, to 10D, and then I put an 8 in parentheses on the G string because the next part comes in. So it's an overdubbed guitar, so you can pick or choose, because the one guitar is 10th fret, down, up, down, slide. So you're gonna have to decide what you want to do. I'd probably just go and then go to the next part, which is gonna be also in here, there's 2 guitars kind of back and forth in the pockets. Where I tried to give you both guitar parts, but if it seems like you're cramming it, then don't, just stick with the main rhythm. So what we have here is a B flat 5 power chord, so 6E, 8A, we're gonna slide up to 8-10 and then go down, up, down, rest. Here it is slow. And I remember, Kevin, you said slow, slow. Boom, and then silence it, don't let it ring. I call it the old karate chop. 3, 4. Now here's an example of what I was just speaking of. 6A, 8D, so it's a E flat 5. We're gonna do the same thing, slide to 8-10, down, up, down. Secondary guitar track, he's using the wah-wah pedal going, so if you want to fit that in there, you can. And then go back to the first one you did. Back to the next one. And then another filler. Like I said, if you don't want to throw the fillers in, then just rest. Just go until the next power chord comes up. But I wanted to kind of give you both these. 10G, 11B, you're going to bend. You're going to hit them both, but bend the G a whole step. Okay, then you'll go 10G, half step, bend, release. That's a 1 fret bend. Bending it to that. And then pick the 10, pull to 8, to 10D. So it's, right back to the 6E, 8A, the power chord rhythm. Okay, so drop down to the A and D, same thing. And then this is another filler that you can throw in there. So you'd go, and then 10th fret D, you're already there. Go. Palm mute, down, up, down, and then 8th fret barred on the D and G. So if you play that in context, you're going, do that again. So that can fit in there. Back to the top one, E and A string 6/8, same thing. Then, this is another cool thing. You're going to go 10G sliding to 12. I'd use middle finger. Once you get to 12, you're going to actually strum the 12G and the 12 on the high E. Drop the 3rd finger there. Make sure you're not barring and pushing the 12B. That should be muted. You're naturally probably going to mute it, right? That's fine. You're not going to hear that. So you go, strum the 12s, move it back to 11s, move it to 10s, and then 9G, muted B, 8E. Right? But wait, there's more. 6E. Go 6E, 8-6B, 8G. Subgroup, dude, just those 4 notes. Subgroup this. 8th fret barred B and E, once again in parentheses because the next part comes in here. And I call this intro C. We have intro A, intro B, intro C. I wasn't sure what to call them, but I know you wanted me to put them more in a song format with verse and chorus, so I did my best to do that for you. 49 seconds in, 10th fret G and B, bar it with your 3rd finger, and I would put 2 fingers behind it, barred as well, because we have to bend, release. And then vibrato. This is the part I introed the lesson with. The reason I'm saying to back it, Kevin, is a lot of times people go to do that and the B string will slip out from underneath the fingers, so you get the extra security of these other 2 fingers, right? Dig into that neck. And then vibrato, which is tough to do after that. Okay, top of page 3. It's funky, man. Cool grooves that Mark has here. So we're gonna mute, right? Basically D, G, and B, or D, G, B, and E. It's fine. Don't overthink that. You want this. That's the sound you want. Do it in place here because the next thing is barred 8th fret G and B. So down, up, down. 10D, 8D palm mute, 10D vibrato. So we could take those last 4 notes and subgroup them. If the palm muting drives you crazy, like if it seems like too much, don't do the palm mutes till after. You know, memorize what you're playing and then add in the techniques, you know. Different ways to approach it. I love this part here. We have what you want to do is 1st fret on the A string. We're going to palm mute that twice and then bar the 3rd fret on the G and B. At least that's how I like to do it. There's a couple of different fingerings that you can experiment with. And then pinky, 4th fret on the B. So we're going to go palm mute the A string on the 1st fret twice and hit the 3, G, 4, B. No palm mute, so we're kind of the bounce technique, right? Come back up and palm mute the 1A. And then 3, 4 to 3, 3 on the G and B. That's why you want to bar that. Or you can go, but I think it's more efficient this way, so. Palm mute the 1st fret A string twice, 3, 4 to 3, 3. Palm mute the 1A once. So here's that part. Now up to tempo. 1A, 3D, no biggie because we're pretty much there. Slide to 3, 5. Short rest. Palm mute the 3A, you're already there. And then 3G, 4B. So it's, or that can be barred. Oops, where would that be? But I like the 3 fingers. Feels more individualized. Then kind of a repeat of what we did. We're going to go 10 G and B again, barred, but this time just a slow bend. Reminds me a little bit of Billy Gibbons' easy top there. 8G, quarter step bend, which is the only way you can register it is it's on the way to a half step. Split the distance. They use those a lot in blues. So we have 10D, palm muted 8, and 10D vibrato. So back to this part again. But check this out. Instead of sliding to the 3-5, just go to it. So, hold on here. There's your 3-5 AD. and then palm mute 3A, and then 3G, 4B slide. And like I said, you can eliminate the palm muting in the beginnings if you want until you get more comfortable. Intro solo, you know, I don't know all the solos that you wanted, so I pretty much gave you all of them, dude. A minute 5 in, you're going to go like this. 8D, slide to 10, third finger, and then palm mute the 10 and go down up on it. So it's going to be a good lesson for you on incorporating the palm muting, because there's times you got to go down for 1 palm mute, sometimes 2 or more. So 8th fret bar, G and B, that's a good subgroup up to the rest. By subgrouping, I mean just repeat it, you know, as you practice. Okay, and then on the A string, we're going to go